Hey guys, John here and welcome back to NASCAR '06 Career Mode. Today we are going to be doing the nationwide race at Las Vegas, so the qualifying for that, and also the Cup qualifying for Atlanta. And then next episode we will have the Cup race at Atlanta and a showdown to do. So that'll be this weekend's episodes, I believe. Yeah, I mean, there are some weeks where this is going to get a little more confusing probably because I'm just noticing there's back-to-back nationwide races in this situation, so that could be a thing. But anyway, let's not focus on the future. Let's focus on the now. Let's go get qualified. Alrighty, guys. So this race should be a cakewalk, right? One would think, because we were so good here. Whoa, in the Cup races, I freaking blow my intro to 1 and 2. We were so good here in the Cup race. And we do have a better car, statistically, in this series. So one would imagine that we would win this race pretty handily. It's not like we're going to win the pole, unless I do better. Second. It was actually Boyer who qualified second, so we beat him, but we have not gotten to the leader yet. Alright, so I'm going to try to use the apron here. Gain a little time, which you can definitely do when you have fresh tires. Just not so much when they go away, but we will attempt to do just that as I push a little bit in the center, which could have hurt us. Take the cheater line and yeah, pole. Alright, cool. So we did that. That's going to put our teammate right behind us, which is good. Could hopefully help him. And let's see where our other teammate is. 39th, Brandon. Why? We're going to have some work to do to help him. Jeez. Anyway, let's move on. Alright, Cup qualifying in Atlanta. I popped in another one of those Joshua 24-25 setups, which I can hear the tires squeal, so we are definitely we're a little bit slippery here with this setup, but that's Atlanta for you. Loose is fast. It gets real scary on old tires, though. I'll tell you that much. But it looks like we are going to win this pole. We sure did by like a whole heck of a lot. We're going to accept that. Yeah, by 1/10 of a second. So, that is interesting. That's going to make the start terrifying. But, car's fast. Boris is in 14th. Where are our other teammates at? Nemechek 32nd. Okay. Did I already miss Riggs? Yeah, 6th. So 1st, 6th, 14th, and Joe in 32nd. That's a thing. But anyway, let's move on to the nationwide race.
The Las Vegas Motor Speedway is known for lots of green flag racing.
Alright, a lap time of 32. Okay. That should be doable. Didn't we qualify faster than that? We'll see. Alright. I'm gonna run Mr. Raines a little high here in hopes of getting Boyer to come through. Actually, okay. Chasing the car, chasing the car. I was trying to give him room, but then that was close. A little bit of an issue there. Raines really working hard here on me. Just chill out, buddy. Alright, so we're gonna let Boyer lead a lap, I guess. It's fine. We really need to go back and get Brandon as soon as possible. Oh boy. I gotta not mess up my entry like that. Alright. I'll let you guys settle that. But yeah. Anyway. it could have been worse. I kind of made a mistake on the start, but we kept it under control, and we're 1-2 right now for our team. Let's see if Boyer can hang in there and stay second. I don't know if he will or not, but oh gosh, that was close. Oh yeah, I got to make sure that I get that lap time. We'll worry about that in the second half of the race when I'm back in my car. Probably gonna let the AI drive my car for a bit just to save fuel more than anything, so that we're safe in that front. But yeah. So how's it going? What's new, guys? I've been struggling real hard to find the time to record so that I could keep everything on schedule, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that. The only thing is Thunder hasn't happened yet when I expected it to be back by now. I keep debating whether I want to stream it or record it. The last time I did it was a stream, and it went pretty well, but the problem with it is then it takes like 2 days for that stream to process so I can release it as a video if I do it on YouTube. If I stream it on Twitch, then I can either record it separately or just export the Twitch VOD, and that's a lot faster. But I feel like in a way it might behoove me to actually stream it on YouTube from this channel. It might bring some new attention to this channel that way. And plus, I think people kind of enjoyed it being a YouTube stream. Like maybe they don't like Twitch, or it just worked out better for them for that time of day because I did it earlier. But I just haven't had the time or anything to do that either. So it's like, even if I wanted to do it that way, I haven't really had the opportunity. So that's kind of a thing. But you know, aside from that, like I say, doing my best to keep everything else going. And I do still have some new stuff in the works. I haven't got around to getting them done yet. I know you guys had a couple suggestions, which I'm looking into. And I also have something new that I'm doing with my buddy Aaron, which you will see tomorrow. So this goes up on Friday, so the next day you should see the new series. Oh man, Reigns, you are you just becoming a problem. But yeah, you should see it on Saturday. Brand new series, which I think people are going to enjoy. It's got an interesting twist to it. I'm going to try to get Brandon a lap led here without ruining my car in the process. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. And any of the new stuff or some of the old stuff I talked about possibly bringing back, that's all going to be like near future. I can't promise exactly when though, just because like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to do what I want to do, unfortunately. So that is what it is. But yeah. So what else? I I have to admit that in a way, trying to revitalize this channel and have lots of content going up, it actually has made things a little bit more difficult, just in general, because my main channel, I was staying pretty far ahead on a lot of things, because a lot of what goes up on there is stream stuff, like streams that get cut up into episodes or whatever. I only have a couple of series that get recorded separately, like Spider-Man, NASCAR Heat 3, a couple other things like that. But the problem is that in my efforts to make sure that this channel stays active with 06 and to try to get other stuff for it, I've had to use up a lot of recording time. And that's left it hard for me to do some of the things I need to do for the main channel. So that's, you know, that's kind of a thing that's unfortunate. because I just haven't had as much recording time lately. Whether it's noise or interruptions, or it's that I was sick, and that lingered longer than I wanted it to. Just various things have made it a lot harder to get the recording done like I wanted to. So for those who might miss something that was supposed to be up on one of the channels and just be like, I wonder why he didn't do it, why isn't Thunder back, why isn't Lego Marvel back, stuff like that. I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. Plus, I am sort of stressing about the future. I'm just driving away as Brandon Miller here. I don't really want to do that entirely. So let me get back in my car here. And I think we've saved enough fuel that I can safely make it on one stop. So let's try to get back out in front with my car here. But anyway, I am kind of stressing about the future a bit. Obviously, these channels, they haven't done as well as I had hoped they would. I guess that goes without saying, but this channel obviously still isn't monetized because we haven't reached that threshold. So we have to get to 1,000 subscribers, and like I said, any help you guys can give with that, I greatly appreciate. But as far as the main channel goes, views have been down, revenue's been down because January and early February is always the worst. So times are kind of tough, all in all, and I have to start thinking about the future, which is something I really should have been thinking about before. Hey, I did the under 32-second lap right there. Haha. But anyway, I definitely should have been thinking about it before now, and I guess I have in a sense. It's just I sort of put off making any big changes because I thought things were going to work out better with YouTube or Twitch or whatever than they have. This is probably getting a little too real talky for maybe NASCAR video, but I feel like I kind of want to tell you guys. It's not a secret, but it's also not a well-known thing. But I had another channel which I put videos on that were geared toward a younger audience. They were like games for young kids, basically. Those videos really took off. That channel really took off. And it got a lot bigger than I thought it would. It got a really big subscriber count, at least compared to my stuff usually is. It had over 11,000 subscribers, and it was pulling in some really big views in general. And of course, with big views, comes decent revenue. Okay, halfway on fuel, got it. But anyway, so I'm not going to name numbers because you're not really allowed to do that. YouTube doesn't like that. But let's just say that I was as close to like making an actual living as I've ever been. I mean, it wasn't, I guess, statistically a living, but it was getting close, and all signs were pointing that it was going to go up from there. So I was excited, not only to have some money, but to know that I had actually sort of succeeded with something. Like, I was going to make enough off of those videos that doing all these other videos that I actually enjoy a lot more wouldn't be a waste of time. Plus, I could possibly use that channel to send some advertisement over here that would, or over here, or over to the main channel, so that they would all sort of benefit, right? But then the channel was attacked, I guess is an appropriate way to put it, by false copyright claiming people. I'm not going to go into details on who they were, but they were a company based in a foreign country, and they had done this to other people too. I wasn't the only one. But they put so many copyright strikes against my channel that YouTube said, you know, we're going to delete your channel unless you want to fight it. But it wasn't as simple as just disputing like a content ID claim. Like this would have been, if they had pushed it, I would have had to go to court. Now, granted, I was in the right. Like fair use policy is a sort of gray area, I know, and if you don't know what I mean, it's just basically playing games, making videos out of those, and talking over them. It's considered a transformative work because we're talking over it, because it's us making the decisions in the game. It's not super linear usually or whatever. Some things that are like super cutscene heavy or whatever, like you get out of the realm of fair use, I guess, a little bit, just because a lot of it is very much the same. So like they do have grounds to maybe give you grief for it. But anyway, the point is these people did not own the games they were claiming videos of. They were fake. But YouTube being YouTube allows these people to get away with it. You know, that sucks. But anyway, my point is they were going to, you know, put me in a position where I might have to go to court multiple times. And I can't afford to go to court. I can't afford lawyers or anything like that. So even if I knew I was right, I was going to get fricked either way, right? So I had to let the channel go away. And all of those subscribers and all of that money that I could have made is you know, it's gone. And so I've sort of spent the past year very depressed and unsure what to do after that. I attempted to build things up with the main channel. I attempted, you know, I'm attempting to bring this one back. I've put a lot of focus on Twitch in hopes that I could get back to the point I was at with the other thing, except with this stuff that I actually put a lot more effort into. I like how I was halfway on fuel at lap 18 and now in the orange on lap 26. Goes to show how much fuel that they save you, huh? But anyway, yeah, I put that effort in, but I was also just sort of in a bad place, you know, mentally, because I don't know. It's just like things were finally working out after years and years and years of hard work, and then it all got snatched away after a couple months. So you make a little money, and then you don't make money anymore, really. Not much, anyway, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, so I kept fighting and trying to rebuild stuff or whatever, and we just aren't getting there. With any of it, really. It would take a miracle at this point. It would take a video going like viral or somebody big taking note of my channel and being like, hey, my viewers should go subscribe to you. Which doesn't really happen anymore. I mean, maybe I should be fighting T-Series too, and then maybe maybe I could gain some subscribers, but no. I mean, it's not red yet, so be quiet, pit crew guy. But anyway, yeah. So there's definitely a point where you have to go, okay, look, it's not going to work out unless a miracle happens, and you can't really bank your future on a miracle. If it happens, it's fantastic, but the chances of it happening are so slim that it's just unlikely, right? So I have to think about doing something else with my life, right? And that's not to say I've never done anything else, because I have dabbled in other things. But like, I didn't go to college. I don't have like a degree that I can walk into some place and be like, hey, look, I'm qualified to do things. So as much as college is expensive and time consuming, and a lot of you guys probably are, you know, if you're at that point in your life, are like, I don't know if I even want to go. And also, degrees aren't a guarantee that you're going to get a job. But if you can do it, if you have the opportunity to do it, you should, because at the very least, it's not going to hurt you, and in fact could really help you. I really should have pitted that time. I kind of meant to, but I was sort of talking. It's got very deep for this sort of a video, but anyway, the point is, I have to think about finding other ways of making money, and that could eat into my video time even more, which could cause some big changes to the channels. But anyway, let me get onto pit road here without dying. Couldn't remember what the pit road speed was, so I'm going to be 60. It's probably like 70, but who knows. Yeah, not going to change anything because the car is crazy fast. I'm going to lose time because of these jerks pulling out of their pit stalls, probably. I should have pitted the lap before, but yeah, look at this. Look at how much time I'm losing because of them. Dumb. But yeah, so just to cap that off, if I get to the point where things are going to have to change, I will definitely let you know. I won't just randomly stop putting up videos or cut back on videos without letting you know why. But I just want to tell you because I feel like it's important to sort of stress the reason why things might have to change, and sort of what my thought process and struggle has been up to this point, just so that you guys kind of understand better. But I know for the most part you guys get it. A lot of you have been with me for a long time, so you know this story, or you know how long I've put work into this stuff. And I know a lot of you have gone the extra mile to try to get me viewership, to share it with people, or to whatever, and then some of you guys have donated or bought merchandise or whatever, and I'm always eternally grateful, because, you know, for those of you who are the loyal viewers, the ones who like the videos, the ones who comment, the ones who, you know, do their best to support, even just the people who want to show up and watch every day and put that one view on there. If I could find a way to multiply you guys, I'd be set. But it's not really how it works. You can't just wave a magic wand, you know, unfortunately. But yeah, I just want to kind of keep you guys in the loop on that kind of stuff. I talk about this stuff more on the other channel a lot, but I felt like I'd let you guys know that, you know, I'm working hard on all this stuff, but there may come a time when things change. And, you know, while I would love that miracle to happen and so that we could just fully focus on this forever, you know, it's not realistic at this point. So things might need to change. But either way, let's shake off some of the doom and gloom. Let's go help Brandon Miller out for a bit, because he's fallen back to 9th somehow. I don't know how he fell back that far. He must have had a terrible pit stop. But I'm going to try to get him back up to the top 3. And I will see you guys a little closer to the end of the race. Alright guys, last few laps here. I got Brandon back up to 3rd. He should be able to keep it. We got a decent gap over Reigns in 4th. Top few cars are pretty spread out. Everybody else is kind of bunched together. I see a tail end up ahead, but we won't reach them in time. But this is a dominant race for our whole team. Everybody led some, and we're gonna be 1, 2, 3, and on top of all that, I mean, my car is just so fast, it's ridiculous. So yeah, this is just a completely dominant win all the way around. So yeah, that's awesome. I don't want to always win by a ton, but it feels good when it happens like naturally, like when you know you're fast and you can spend the time to help your teammates and still come back and win with your car. That feels good. And you know, it probably isn't the most important thing to win in Xfinity, Nationwide, whatever, NNS, but it's fun and I don't know. It just feels good to balance the series out, especially since we had to start a new save file. It also helps us get like, you know, fans and credit and all that stuff too. But anyway, we win, yeah. Heck yeah, I'm actually gonna do a burnout on that one because heck freaking yeah, dude. Burn it down. Alright, let's look at the results here. 39 of 50 laps led. Boyer got 4. Miller got 7. That's all of them, actually. We led every single lap our team did. That's freaking great. I love that. Reigns, Rex on down the field here. Aaron Crocker with a good finish. Jeremy Mayfield. I'll run through so you guys can see everybody. Down we go. And he was 2 laps down. He was 30 laps. So I'm guessing he went out, and actually he may have gone out too, to be honest. It's hard to say. But either way, that's the whole deal. Let us move on. Phone call. Yep, we did the challenge. That was good. And yeah. Always with the charity events. Always with the charity events. Alright, well that is going to do it for this episode. Well, I guess I'll go look at the points real quick. And there we sit 1, 2, 3 in the points now. I've obviously got a big lead, but these guys don't have a huge lead over the ones behind them. So we might want to help them do that a little bit more often, be up there with us. And like I said before, I'm not against helping them get some wins either. I just kind of wanted to assert my dominance early on, but yeah, we'll probably help them get some wins too before it's all said and done. Yeah, I don't know if any of these things have changed since last time. I don't think so. God, this guy is terrible. And then yeah, our dude's doing well in trucks. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new to join the Wolfpack. Thanks for listening to me ramble about my troubles. And next time, we will be doing the Cup race at Atlanta and a showdown with, I don't even remember who at this point. Somebody that hates us probably. But yeah, I'll see you guys then for more. Bye.